Object Snaps, or we call OSNAPS, are tools that can help you click more precise locations. So there are 3 different ways to turn on these object snaps. In this pop-out menu, we can check mark the tools that we want to use, and we can make sure the button at the bottom here is blue, which means it's on. So that's at the status bar. Another option is single-use snaps, where we can type a shortcut, or we can use a shift right-click menu. So we'll start by using the OSNAP menu. These are called running snaps. Running snaps just means that once you turn it on, it stays on. You don't have to do anything extra. And so a lot of new users like using the running snaps. Down at the bottom of our screen in the status bar, we'll turn the icon on. We'll make sure to check mark whichever snaps we want to use. And then these little green symbols will show up while we're drawing. And those green symbols will help us click at more precise locations. All right, so here's this whole list of things, but we're just going to start by turning on the first 3, endpoint, midpoint, and center point. So on your screen at the very bottom right, you should see a square. And if it's not blue yet, go ahead and click to turn that on, make it blue. When you hover over that square, it should say snap cursor to 2D reference points on. And then below that, Object Snap is the name of the tool. It also gives you a shortcut key. So F3 can turn snaps on and off. So once the button is blue, to the right of that button, there's a little arrow. Click on that. And you can uncheck things that we're not using. We just want check marks by endpoint, midpoint, and center. We'll start with those. Okay, once you have those checked, click away from that menu. And we're going to just use this drawing as some practice. If you haven't saved it recently, go ahead and make sure you save. So we have endpoint, midpoint, and center. Let's start with this tree. We're going to decorate it like a Christmas tree. So to do that, we'll draw some circles. Notice if I move my cursor around, nothing really pops up. But when I start a drawing tool, center radius for the circle. Once I start that drawing tool, now these little green symbols show up. So at endpoints, you'll see a green square and your cursor will say endpoint. At midpoints, you see a green triangle. Your cursor should say midpoint. And if you went to the circle right here, when your cursor is in this empty space, it doesn't know what you're looking for. So often you'll have to go to the edge of the circle for it to recognize the center point. So you'll see that green circle at the center point. Okay. So again, once the running snaps are on, you have to start a drawing tool in order for these green symbols to show up. Okay, so practicing the endpoint snap, I'm going to click when I see green at an endpoint. And for the radius, I'm just going to use my cursor to click and create that circle. If I want to repeat the circle command, I can hit spacebar, click at the endpoint, click for the radius, repeat, endpoint, radius, repeat. Just do that on each of these pointy ends. I'll put one at the top also. Once you have all those circles, next we're going to practice midpoint. So for midpoint, let's start with line. And I'll find the midpoint on the side of the tree. Click when I see that green triangle. Then I'll go to midpoint on the other side. Click when I see the green triangle. Spacebar to finish that line. Spacebar to repeat the line command. So I'll do it again. Midpoint, midpoint, spacebar, spacebar. So we just went over endpoint and midpoint snaps. Let's go to the circle, the sun, and let's draw some concentric circles. So I'll start with the circle center radius tool. And then I'm going to use the center point snap by hovering over the edge of the circle. You don't have to have your cursor exactly on that point to use it. As long as you see the green symbol, you can click. Once you click, we're going to draw some concentric circles. I'll draw the first one here, spacebar to repeat. Do another one. Just kind of fill up the sun with those circles. So next, we have a whole bunch more, but some of them I'll just kind of talk about, and some of them we'll actually practice. Geometric center is used to find the center point of a shape that is not a circle. So it could be the center of a square, the center of a rectangle, center of a triangle, something like that. So geometric center will find the center of a closed shape. Node is to find points. So if you're in the civil field, you might have some points that you want to snap to. Yeah, basically points. Quadrant will find the 4 points on a circle, top, bottom, left, right, grips on a circle. Intersection will find where two lines or objects intersect. Extension is something I don't ever use because I have an extend command that we'll go over later. Insertion point is for text. Every piece of text has an insertion point. It's also for blocks. Blocks are something we'll go over, I think, on day 3. It's a shape or a symbol that someone has created ahead of time, so you don't have to create them from scratch. And those symbols or shapes, those blocks, have an insertion point. Perpendicular, you can use this to draw a line perpendicular to another line. Tangent, we actually saw that when we did the tangent radius circle. So it's that same tangent symbol. Nearest allows you to snap to an object, but it's not at a specific location. It's not the end point. It's not the midpoint. It's just somewhere along that object. Apparent intersection is when two lines look like they're intersecting from top view, but in a 3D view, they're actually not at the same elevation. They're two different Z values. So apparent intersection will pick where they intersect in top view, the XY location. Parallel can allow you to draw a line that is parallel to another line. So let's go over some of these using the second method. The second method is a single-use snap. So it's called a single-use snap because you'll activate it, you'll use it, and once you've used it, it disappears. So if you want to use it a second time, you have to activate it again. And there's 2 methods. Maybe I'll number these. So there's 2 options when you're using a single-use snap. The first option is typing in a shortcut. So for all of these snaps here, the shortcut is the first 3 letters. So endpoint, END, midpoint, MID, center, CEN. So it's usually the first 3 letters of that snap is the shortcut for that snap. So we will try it for quadrant and intersection. Okay. For quadrant, let's say we'll zoom into the sun. I want to draw a line from top quadrant to bottom quadrant, left quadrant to right quadrant. So basically those grips there, right? I want to use the shortcut method where I type it in, but you still have to start your drawing tool first. So I'm going to start the line tool. And then I'm going to type QUA, enter, and that allows me to see those quadrants. So I'll snap to that top quadrant. And now the quadrant snap is gone because it was a one-time snap. So I have to type it again, QUA, enter. Now I see the quadrants again. I'll use it, enter, and it's gone. So I'll have to do it 2 more times. Line, QUA, enter, click, QUA, enter, click, and then you can enter or escape to finish that. So that was quadrant, and we were practicing typing it in. So let's practice that one more time with the windows here. I want to draw circles. This is kind of random, but I want to draw circles at the intersection of these window lines. So I'll start the circle tool, center radius, I don't see an intersection snap. I only see the running snaps, which were endpoint and midpoint. I want the intersection snap. So I'll type it in, INT, enter. Your one-time snap will override all the other snaps. So you won't see endpoints, you won't see midpoints, you only see this X, which is intersection. So I'll click, and now just draw a circle. I'll do that one more time. Start the circle. I don't see the correct snap. INT, enter. Now I only see intersection. Click to start it, click to finish it. So then the last thing we'll go over with snaps is the single use snap, but the shift right click menu. So sometimes it's annoying to have to type those shortcuts all the time. There's another option, shift right click. And then there's this M2P snap that I also want to go over. Let's go over perpendicular, nearest, and parallel. I'll keep nearest for the last. I'll do perpendicular and parallel first. So looking at the roof of the house, I want to draw a line that is perpendicular to this roof line. So I'll start my line tool, and I'm going to start out here. It's going to be like a chimney, but a crooked chimney. So I'm going to just start out here. My line has started, and I want it to be perpendicular to the roof. Right now I get midpoint, I get endpoint, but I don't have perpendicular turned on. So an option would be holding the shift button, right click, and using perpendicular. Here's perpendicular. And then I'll see that perpendicular symbol, click escape. I'll do it again, spacebar to repeat, click the starting point, shift, right click, perpendicular. I'll see that symbol, click escape. Okay, so give that one a try and chat done. All right, so the next one is parallel. I want to draw a line that's parallel to this side of the roof. So again, starting the line, I'm going to click somewhere over here to start the line. This one's a little bit different than the other snaps. I will use shift right click to get that menu. Parallel is in that menu. And this is what you have to do. You have to hover over this edge of the roof. You'll see the parallel symbol, but that's not where you click. You want to move back towards parallel. When you see this green dashed line, that's where you click. I'll do it one more time. Escape, line, start the line, shift, right click, parallel. Once you start the parallel snap, you're going towards the line you want to be parallel with. Go back towards where parallel should be. You see the green dash line, click and escape. All right, do that and then chat done. Okay, great. All right, last one is the nearest snap. So I want you guys to look at your circle where your sun, and you might notice that you have arcs that cross the circle. You have arcs that maybe don't touch the circle. I want these arcs to touch the circle right at the edge of that circle, right? I don't want it to overlap. I don't want it to not touch. So instead of using the typing or the shift right click, let's just turn it on from this running snap menu. Since we're going to be doing it multiple times, go and check mark nearest. So nearest is check marked. The button is blue. And then you can watch me. I'm just going to show you a couple and then I'll let you try it. First, I will select the arc. Once the arc is selected, I can see the blue grips. I will pick up the endpoint using that blue grip. And then as I move my cursor, you'll see this hourglass symbol. That is the nearest snap. So it will allow me to click anywhere along that circle. It's not specific. It's not a quadrant or a center point. It's just anywhere along that circle. So I'll click escape. I'll pick the next one, select it, pick up the grip. Once I see that hourglass, I can click anywhere along that circle and then escape and continue. Okay, give that a try. Okay, so the one that I'd like to cover now is this mid between 2 points. So you only have two options. You do not have it in the running snap menu. So it has to be a single use snap. The shortcut is M2P, or if you shift right click, it will be called mid between 2 points. So let me demonstrate first. There is, let's see, trying to find a good spot. I don't have a very good spot. Maybe here. So there are times where you want to find the middle between two objects, and the middle is just empty space. So this is a circle, and between them, I have an empty space. So I can't use a midpoint snap to find the middle. In this case, you would turn on some kind of snap that would be helpful. If I have circles, probably center would be helpful. So I want to find the middle between the center of this circle and the center of that circle. All right, so I have that on. And then to find that, I need to think of what kind of object I want to draw. Maybe I want to draw a line. So I'll draw a line. And now I start that snap. I can either type M2P, or I can shift right click and use the mid between 2 points. Once I start the snap, it will ask me in the command line, what is the first point of mid? I'll click this center here. Then I'll say, what is the second point of mid? I'll click the center here, and it has found that exact midpoint. Then I can draw my line however I want after that. Okay, let me show it one more time. I have the running snap on, and it's center, that's check marked. Then I have to start some kind of drawing tool. I'm using line. Now I need to turn on the mid between 2 points. I'll shift right click, mid between 2 points. This will be my first point. This will be my second point. And now I have that line in the middle. CAD Masters offers online and classroom training for a variety of Autodesk software. For more information, go to www.cadmasters.com or give us a call at 925-939-1378.